take lesson 87, comparing proper fraction with like numerators. Okay. Comparing fraction with same numerators. If we have 2 fourths and 2 sixths, okay, which part is bigger? So after drawing the fraction models, we can see that 2 fourths is smaller than 2 sixths. Okay. Now in the next page, as the denominator gets larger, what happened to the size of the pieces? If you can see the fraction models, half is bigger than third, bigger than fourth, bigger than sixth, bigger than eighth. When comparing fraction with the same numerator, remember that a larger denominator means smaller pieces. Okay? So like crazy fraction. Crazy fraction means we are going to do the opposite. The big will be small and the small will be big. In the next page, page 93 in the book, 4 children want to share 2 squares cake so that each child gets the same amount. See how many different ways you can divide the cakes equally among the 4 children. As you can see, here we cut it from the vertex to the vertex or from the side to the side. Okay, now in the next page, we can do from the other vertex to this vertex or from up to down. Okay. Now in the next page, answer the following question in the box below. Compare fractions with the same denominator. Which fraction is greater, fourth or 3/4? Show or explain your work in the box below and then use smaller than or bigger than to record your answer. Okay, fourth and 3/4 means they have the same denominator. Same denominator means normal fraction. Okay, normal fraction means we are going to compare the numerator only. So here fourth and 3/4, so 3/4 is bigger than fourth. Okay. Now in the next page, what is your hypothesis for comparing any fractions with the same denominator? When comparing fraction with same denominator, the large numerator means large pieces. Okay. Number 3, test your hypothesis. Which fraction is greater, 5/8 or 2/8? Use a model to prove your answer and then write a comparison statement with smaller or bigger than. Here we are going to have 5/8 and draw a circle, shade 5 parts, and we have 2/8, we have 2 shaded parts. Which is bigger? It will be 5/8 is bigger than 2/8. Okay. Now in the next page, book page 96, what other fraction could you use to test your hypothesis? Use model to prove your answer and then write a comparison statement with smaller or bigger than. Here we have 2 fraction models. The first one is cut into 8 and the second one is cut into 8. The first one we have 3 shaded parts and the second one we have 5 shaded parts. As you can see, 3/8 is smaller than 5/8. Okay, in the next page, book page 95, which fraction is greater, 2/3 or 2/4? Show or explain your work in the box below and then use smaller or bigger to record your answer. Draw 2 circles, cut them into third and fourth, then shade 2 parts from the third, 2 parts from the fourth. As you can see, we have the same numerator. Same numerator means crazy fractions, so it means we are going to do the opposite. So 2/3 will be bigger than 2/4. Okay. What is your hypothesis for comparing any fractions with the same numerator? When comparing fractions with the same numerator, a large denominator means smaller pieces. Okay. In the next page, test your hypothesis. Which fraction is greater, 3/4 or 3/8? Use the model to prove your answer and then write a comparison statement with smaller or bigger than. This is a picture of 3/4 and 3/8. As you can see, we have the same numerator, so 3/4 is bigger than 3/8. Number 8, what other fraction could you use to test your hypothesis? Use models to prove your answer and then write the comparison statement. Here we have 2 rectangles, one cut into 4th and the other one cut into half. So half is bigger than 4th. Thank you for listening and see you next time.